Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Canadian National Disc Golf Championships, brought to you guys by Play It Again Sports. I am your commentator, Luke Humphries, with you today. This beautiful course in Canada. This is Hillcrest Farms, one of, if not the best courses in Canada on Prince Edward Island. It's a fantastic facility, great community here in Canada, especially in Prince Edward Island, that takes immaculate care of their course and much pride in their community. So we've got Thomas Gilbert, Matt Bell, Dustin Keegan, and local James Mallard. I believe he's the highest rated player on Prince Edward Island. Hole 1, par 4, beautiful starting hole, double fairway. We're going around the outside right here. I think this is the preferred route for most players. Good drives will land right about here, and you'll be left with a downhill, left to right moving second shot. It can be very quick, and if you get too far past the basket, the putt coming back is definitely obstructed by the tree. So touch, utmost importance, headed into this green.
Canadian National Disc Golf Championship. From New Jersey, United States of America, Mr. Matt Bell.
Matt Bell, living in New Jersey these days. ThoughtSpace Athletics, his sponsor. One of the best putters in the world. Great scrambler of the disc. All around fantastic player. He does opt for that outside line. And that looked great.
From Eugene, Oregon, Discmania's own Dustin Keegan.
Fantastic player, Dustin Keegan. Really smooth. And he's doing a bunch of good stuff for the game right now. He and Zoe Andike heading up that You Play organization that teaches kids all over the place, creating that next generation of disc golfers. This one a little inside, so it's kind of in between the fairways, but that's a nice little roll. He'll have a straddle out.
Ontario, Canada's highest rated player, Mr. Thomas Gilbert.
The man himself, Big Maple. That's almost 100% an FX2 out of Thomas, and you couldn't drop that thing in a better spot.
Our feature card, Prince Edward Island's own Mr. James Mallard.
Local being showed a little love right there. Just looked a bit quick out of James. We've all experienced some of those camera jitters. Let's see if he can just relax and play some of the golf that got him onto this card. That was a pretty good scramble. He can now access the green. This one gonna need to get down though, or get stopped. Somewhere in circle 2. He'll have a look for his par. Dustin, this is what you got to do. Get that thing low. And that looked great. Circle 1, maybe obstructed, but level. Oh, whoa. Huge skip from Thomas. You know he wasn't planning on that thing. It could have nestled. Looked like a distortion or A5 from him. And did we miss one of Matt Bell's shots? We must have. Hard to think that his drive got all the way down there. So James for his par. And you see it tail off to the left. That's going to make a very tricky comebacker. Ooh. Lovely way to start your round right there. Little circle two bid. Yeah, it's been 3 years since I've been on that property, but I remember that pine tree if you go long. Sit. Getting aggressive, going to cost James off the get-go. And indeed it was a par for Matt Bell. Par for Dustin as well. James will drop in a double bogey. And best thing you can say is that there's 17 more holes. Moving on to another gorgeous hole here. Hole 2, par 4, 717 feet. Players are going to want to keep the disc high as this hill meets their frisbees, about 350, 420 feet, depending on power. And then there's this second shot that's very guarded. Lots of people like to take a high route into this green. We'll see what these guys opt for. Wow. So good from Thomas. Extremely ideal. Look like it might push through, but does not. Kicks him into the rough. It'll make the birdie that much harder. Not impossible, though. Tug from Dustin. Not bad, though. And with a heroic effort, he might be able to get himself up there for a putt. It's very uphill from there. Interesting. I was wondering if we were going to see any local lines out of the local James, but showing us right off the bat, hole 2. Okay. It's a modest approach from Dustin, not trying to get out of control. The rough here at Hillcrest Farms can be dicey. Matt Bell headed towards it. No harm there. Come on. Oh. Definitely playing an Anheuser forehand that just didn't get the proper angle out of the hand. What is Thomas lining up? Is this a massive hyzer? Wow. Gonna say 50 feet on that one. Give it about a B minus. Oh. That's a little misfire from Dustin. 2 times he's been a little right on this hole. Oh, yes. This is what we see Matt Bell do. Look like a forehand playing a pure Anheuser. That's what James was attempting there. Super tricky positions for both he and Dustin Keegan, as we see Dustin looking at a tiny window. Okay. Oh, and I was way off with Thomas. This is about 100 feet here. Even with a huge drive like he threw, still a complicated second shot. That's a good up from James. Oh, no. I'll let the guy in. Great bid from Dustin from deep. That's a nice scramble up and down from Matt Bell. Had to throw that third shot from the patent pending rough. James just Not the most ideal start ever, but man, if you can just take a couple deep breaths and realize you got a lot of holes left, he'll be fine. It's a mental game. Everybody knows you got the shots, you got the experience, obviously, on this course. So headed into hole 3, shorter par 3. I'm going to call it a must get. Matt Bell going long, getting an unfortunate roll. It's actually really easy to do with that left to right slope. It just brings the hyzer onto the roll angle. This is interesting, though. And I think... Oh, that's really well done right there. 37 feet for his birdie. I think it's safe to say James is more comfortable with that forehand than he is the backhand, which may explain... Whoa. Great shot there from Dustin. May explain why that early release on hole 1 happened. Tricky looking putt. Oh, good bid, though. Real good bid. I don't know that anybody's better at finding metal from 60 feet in the most random positions. Matt Bell is so good at that. Here we go. Thomas for birdie. Beautiful way to start his round. Now 2 for 3. There you go, Dustin. Headed in the right direction. Par for Matt, and James grabbing a par as well. It's better than the last hole. Here we go, another par 3. This one 465, but doesn't play that way. I'd say it plays about 400. You see guys even throwing mid-ranges at this thing. Side hill is worth keeping in mind. If your disc lands on the hyzer, you are going to get that extra little bit of roll. Oh. Wow. Okay. That's fantastic. And I think they've got a new position. I don't think there's anybody throwing mid-ranges at this hole. These look like full drivers from these guys. Something understable that flips up. You have no room to release it and hyzer out of the hand. And that first tree on the left may have entered into Dustin's mind. That's the one you're trying to miss. Same mistake from Matt. Forehand sets up good for this. It's a huge forehand, though. We'll get to see what James has in the tank. Pretty good move at it. Fortunate to miss the first, but catches the second, and we'll see what he's got from there. Wow, we talked about the rough, but you can just see in Dustin's decision-making that there wasn't much there. Wow. Beautiful shot. Just needs to slow down. Oh, my gosh. Stop. Wow, that's like 45 feet. Well inside Matt Bell range. I wonder if Dustin just slowed it down a bit. Beautiful play off the hill. You know that he was playing that thing. Realized it was going to move left when it hit the ground. Veteran move from Mr. Keegan. James, just a play back to the fairway. Oh, yeah. Wow. Genius ground play from James. Well executed. Now, this is a tough putt from Dustin. More downhill than it looks. Oh, no. Saw the camera follow that one. Thomas's Held up nicely, though. Okay. Matt Bell for his par. He is so good at those. I think they're all going in. I'm sure you guys do as well. That's a nice comebacker. And apparently Dustin's really didn't go that far. Good for him. Looks like they've got a lot of mulch down right there. Helps protect from rollaways. Dustin, a very straight-on putter. Beautiful stroke. Shoulders, hips, knees, everything facing the target. Rarely misses left or right. That's a tricky hole there. Claiming a couple victims. Few victims. Thomas carding the only par. Headed into our fifth hole. Par 4. Famous for Simon going over the top of these trees that we're flying by right now. It's not a realistic option. They've grown a little bit, and Simon's not here. So up the middle, 3 different ways you can play it into this green that is so guarded, you guys. If you don't have a straddle putt on this green, it was a miracle. I think the straight on gap is really preferred. Oh, yeah. Beat the trees, skipped all the way up. He should be left with about a 250-foot forehand approach from there. Just miss it all. Oh, yeah. It's not the best place, but you're at the top of the hill. Access to the green is definitely in play from there. James going back to that forehand. I think it's official, guys. We got a forehand wizard, and that is a good shot. Not going to get all the distance of a backhand. It's still plenty. All these guys in good position. Thomas, obviously, in ideal position. Okay. That was headed to a circle 2 look. He may have dropped down about 80 feet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful shot from Dustin Keegan. Lots of ground play, so he'll still have a putt to make, but fantastic approach from him. Matt Bell left again with a little Anheuser. Wow, he's shown that he has this shot dialed, ladies and gentlemen. So good. And here we go, Thomas. He's got dealer's choice, opting to go backhand here. And a little side note, in 2019, Mr. Gilbert found himself a deuce on this hole. Whoa, wasn't too far away from it right there with that skip. I think it was an FX2 forehand. No, he was within of us, so it must have been a Firebird or something. But a 2 on this hole is absurd. Mr. Mallard will have to settle for a par. Wow. Putt's looking really good from Thomas. He's going to be hard to beat. Super smooth from Dustin. Man, if you're a competitor of Matt Bell and he does that, you got to thank your stars, because that'll be the only one he misses from there this round. The rest of the putts have his full attention. Headed into hole 6, par 3. A couple different ways that you can approach this green. Up the gut like we're flying now, or down that left side with an Anheuser or a forehand. Thomas going FX2 forehand. clips a tree on the way in. He'll have an uphill bid for his birdie, though. The one to miss. Oh, really? Little lapse in concentration from Matt. Oh, yeah. Good one from James. Matt still has a ton of work to do. He's only about 25 feet off that tee box. Looks like a backhand from him, maybe even the same disc, and makes the correction. That'll be a tap-in par, avoiding back-to-back bogeys. Not the worst. Inside circle one, 25 feet up the hill for him. And now Thomas to make it 4 for 6. Wasn't lacking in speed or height. Let's go, James. That's got to feel good. Picking up a stroke on the card. Getting the claps from the home crew. Wow, that putt is looking so buttery right now. Got to show this one proper attention. That far downhill looks like an awkward stance. Well done from Thomas. And James will head to the top of the box as we head into hole 7, which has to be one of the best holes, one of the prettiest holes here on this course. Simon famously took a 9 on this hole in 2019, partly due to this green. Look at the Peninsula green. You saw it there. Players are going to have to be pinpoint accurate with their approaches into this green. Oh, beautiful kick out of the woods. Missed about 20 trees and then kicked out. Can't ask for a better result. And both Dustin and Thomas opting for slower discs. It's 701 feet, but it's downhill the entire way. So if you throw fast and get aggressive, you can get way down there. He's going to need more flip. Tons of distance, though, so he'll have options. I think we must have missed James's shot. He must have turfed it, and then his second went there, third across the fairway left. And this is quickly turning into a disaster. Sit. That's great from Dustin right there. Doesn't take on the water. Lands short. Okay, Thomas. That's an interesting place to be. That's about 50 feet away from the basket with water and OB everywhere. And if I'm not mistaken, any water goes to a drop zone. Wow, Matt Bell. Extremely aggressive shot around the trees, giving him a chance at that birdie. Worst part of... Oh, yes. Okay. Worst part about giving yourself a chance for a birdie is you gave yourself a chance for a birdie. Now you have to putt it. Oh, my goodness. Ice in his veins. No. That's that's what we saw from Simon from almost the exact position. Matt Bell not planning on missing any circles edgers the rest of this event. Unfortunate bogey from Dustin. I don't think you were allowed to take it there. I think that's why Simon took that 9. He couldn't just go stand there and tap in. But heading into hole 8, probably the easiest hole on the course, 259. A lot of guys just going chip forehand with this thing. Oh my. That's a huge mistake. This hole is very easy. Players are looking to get that birdie 99% of the time. Beautiful shot from Matt. Gorgeous looking shot from Dustin. Checks up just a little early. Both he and Matt just outside the circle. Oh, man, the one to miss. Hold it. Continue holding it. Get over there. No, wow. Back-to-back mistakes from Thomas Gilbert. He'll be letting these guys get another. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought he was about to drain it. Letting them sneak back in there, really. That's not what you want on this hole. He's missed 2 dead center low. Everything else has been the smoothest putt you've ever seen. Wow, Matt Bell just outside the circle apparently, which is about 100%er for him. Picking up 2 on Thomas there. Heading into hole 9, one of my favorite holes on the course. Par 4, 567 feet, but getting aggressive doesn't really help you. I think we'll see players go putter or mid-range off the tee, looking to get a little bit of left to right movement and land their discs somewhere around where the drone is flying here, and that'll leave them this uphill second shot with just the 1 tree to miss on this very sloped green, which is a consistent thing on this course, as I've been saying. Oh my goodness. That was not. Oh, hey, bud. Oh, very, very casual fan there. Didn't look like it hit him, though. And that was much faster than a putter or a mid-range. And so is this. What? Okay. 2 for 2, looking like it's not going down the fairway, getting extremely far down there. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you, Mr. Gilbert. Showing how to do it. That's an M3 given to him by Mr. Chris Dickerson. It's an absolutely phenomenal disc and a great time to use it. Ooh. Okay. Nice. That's James's best backhand of the day for sure. It's a beautiful tee shot. Just a little tight on that second. Slightly pinched going with his Trailblazers FX3. Not penetrating onto that green. This one should be all day for Thomas. Please. Prove me right. You did. Bouncing back from that bogey. Are you kidding me? We were just talking about this, James, and then you show me up with 2 backhands in a row. Touché, sir. Hats off to you. That's got to sit. Oh, man, no. And around the corner, too. Obstructed now. Wow. Nearly stopped right by the basket. Instead, he's left with a straddled out forehand. Yeah, frustrating for Matt after being so far down there off the drive. Thomas tapped in for his birdie. So he got to 4 under on that front 9. Matt Bell at 1 under. Dustin Keegan +3. James at +6. All these guys kind of picking it up on that back part. Thomas leading the way, though. Incredible performance, knowing that it's your national championship, having the weight of being the best player in the country on you. He's holding up to the pressure, playing fantastically, putting amazing too. Come see us for the back 9. Plenty of birdies to go. Beautiful course as well. This has been GK Pro. I'm Luke Humphries. We'll see you there.